circle to hear my sweet song. Zoom! Off go the arrows. On come the plates of Venice.
Will, I can't deny it. It's an amazing idea. And to make it better, what say we spread out some chairs and cushions, a table full of fruit, set up a ticket stand.
You're making fun of me. You're making fun of me, aren't you? I come up with the ideas and you make fun of me?
Yes, and it's a wonderful, wonderful plan, assuming that the king's deer are as stupid as he is.
I see what you mean. Not likely. What are you saying? You know, if Richard the Lionheart hadn't died,
I know, light and considerate, wasn't it?
absolutely, absolutely.
You know, oh, come on, Will. Not an empty stomach. What it does to you?
Well, feed me some venison if you're so bothered.
It's only just that. Who is she? Do you know her?
Just another poor Saxon girl looking for breakfast.
Ah, but she's different, though. I think I'd like to meet her.
Oh, no. Not the rescue.
The rescue. I could have carried the bathtub full of light, don't you think?
Aha! A beautiful maiden, and she's alone. What luck! She's smiling today. How fortunate for me. How unfortunate for you. You will rue the day you met with the Baron Hard Ankles.
And what if I don't feel like brewing?
Yeah!
What are you doing?
Yeah!
Would you mind telling me what you're doing?
What? Well, I'll tell you what I'm doing if you so want to know so much. Now will I, the Baron Humperdinkle, pluck me forth a fresh flower of Saxon maidenhead. Good, say your prayers, for who will save you now?
Go ahead and try. I'm waiting.
You're waiting? Waiting for what?
Go ahead and pluck if you're going to pluck.
Yeah, but you know she was
Hold, O thou! Norman dog! Ravish not this fair maiden. For I have 3 feet of cold steel shall make a sieve of thee.
Go ahead and let him come. It's fine.
No, it's no trouble.
Sin dog, who art thou that thou wouldst cross me in battle so?
Vile chicken-headed thing, my name shall be thy last knowledge in life, for I am whom men call Robin Hood.
God!
Yes, cringe and praise whatever deity watched over the swine of Norman knighthood, if any. Take that and
Go!
no, loathsome hound of hell!
Oh!
It is done.
I am slain! I live no longer!
It's finished.
I die!
You're dead, yes. Who trouble you no more, fair Saxon maid?
He didn't trouble me at all. He didn't even touch me. All he did was yell a lot.
Yes, frightening. And once again, I am forced to take a life. us, all right? Oh, this is insane. That's my friend, Will Gamwell. We are out hunting deer when...
Oh, that was bright. Hunting the king's deer, are we? Well, I guess we won't take you in after all.
You won't?
No. We'll hang you right here.
Deer.
I have special permission to hunt the king's deer. You, my lady, have special permission to sprout wings and fly away.
I see how it is. We're supposed to go hungry, is that it? Well, if I can't fill my belly, I might as well fill yours instead. Well, who's it going to be? Who's going to be first, my fat little friends? I haven't got all day.
Who is going to be first? None of us is who, you twit. We all rush together.
About time you rejoin the living, Will.
Don't even try it, Otto. Sorry, Ron. I had to sleep off a hangover. Rested and ready to go.
Good. Time to carve up the king's fat, juicy venison.
Jutting from your temples like tiny pennants waving in the wind. I've seen this before. Your face will turn bright plum, the tendons bunching up like a pack of dogs wrestling for meat, while the veins in your throat start rippling like some loathsome congregation of worms. In Hereford, we have the same. The only thing hotter than the heat is the fire.
And from whom did you glean that pearl of wisdom, my lord bishop?
Well, of course, that's not actually a saying. In fact, no one actually said that, although I'm sure I heard it somewhere. In fact, I might have even said it myself. Look, the point I'm trying to make here is that things could always be worse. Therefore, we must remain calm, like me, through all manners of storms, floods, volcanic interruptions, and visits from King John, all of which come under the heading of great forces of nature. Do not shrink from greatness, but rise up to meet it.
What is wrong with this room?
Grasp it by the royal antlers, so to speak, look him squarely in the eye, and proclaim,
It is you! It is you that is wrong with this room. Oh, that's it. I am content now.
You see, there they go, those horrible veins.
Shut up, Harvard. Finally, I found the source of this disorder.
Like throbbing blue caterpillars.
Everything else, of course, is quite pleasing. The decor is positively scrupulous, but you're always there spewing words like nauseous gas, like some sort of lazy lunatic grandmother.
Oh, well now the blood's boiling. Swelling your head until like an overripe melon it can do not but explode. Then you'll really have to worry about the appearance of the room. Unless King John is taken with the idea of the sheriff's brains as decorative regalia. A thought I find as amusing as it is revolting.
Put that fruit down, slurping it into that great mouth one after another like some obscene dent scene in the ocean's bottom.
Well, don't put them out then.
My lord, the king.
Not now, Hilton.
Did the fruit go bad?
Stuff the fruit. My liege.
Rise, rise, my lord sheriff. Rise to wealth, to fame, to your own barony. But first rise to patience, rise to tolerance and understanding, because therein that greatness lies. Can we defeat an enemy we don't understand? I think not. No more than we can gain the respect and loyalty of valuable friends through hostile bullying and infantile rages. If you plant fear in people, you only fuel their instinct for self-preservation, and believe you me, there is no disease more dangerous among the servile. They're so impressionable. Soldiers, cooks, bookkeepers, pieces of clay waiting for the right hands. But they must be sensitive hands, the art becomes malformed. Give the proper care, however, they will gladly die for you. With complete trust in their master, he need but bid them to the hideous jaws of death, and they will march proudly and unflagging to their doom, and to their respective hereafters.
If your majesty thinks for a moment that the motley crowd of the monkeys and buffoons I'm supplied with, then he is sadly mistaken. I find it hard enough not bludgeoning my lord bishop, never mind the bloody cook.
You would be quite civil to my lord bishop. Hertfordshire is an important part of my power. Now I understand that a complete transformation of one's innate temperament doesn't happen overnight. In 1 week. Now, to more important matters.
And are there any?
Oh dear, well we certainly know there are far more serious matters. For the instance in the area of tax collection, we seem to be meeting a little resistance here, are we not?
Why, there's not a county in the...
No, we're not meeting a little resistance. We're meeting a lot of resistance.
Since the last increase, tax collection has been the greatest expenditure in the kingdom.
Nottinghamshire is breaking records in tax resistance. Is it not?
I have in charge of the rest of the kingdom. I have more important things to do.
Nothing. Nothing is more important to me than income. 4 years ago, my brother the Lion-Hearted had the good sense to die. He also had the good sense to place the crown on my head. Fortunately, he neglected to give me the majesty that goes along with it. I look in the mirror and do I see a king? No. At least not while my mother lives. Queen Eleanor has not only more power and glamour, she also holds sway over the barons. Without money, and without the support of the barons, I cannot execute my fondest dream, the invasion of my former ally, Philip of France. Only then will the true King of England stare back at me from the mirror. My mother, deal with later. The taxes we'll deal with now, Lord Sheriff.
We have much more than our fair share of aggravates and troublemakers.
Oh, I don't know. They seem to be everywhere, like insects. Oh, I swear, I could hardly ride the streets without being forced to gaze upon disagreeable faces. And me, a man of God. Do they bow to me? No, there's all these raised heads. I think the only time they lower their heads is when they're sucking on a horse trough. In fact, my own horse, shows me more reverence. I had a man whipped yesterday for cursing in my presence. Cursing! Mind you, he dropped something on his foot, an axe or something, and set forth the litany of such foul vulgarity that it was enough to make even my Lord Sheriff blush, I do say.
Bishop!
I'm sure you have your rabble too, Hereford. But nowhere do they thrive with such robust abandon as they do under my Lord Sheriff's note.
I just instituted harsher penalties.
Let me see your books.
I just instituted these measures. Am I to magically transform the temperament of an entire kingdom along with my own? Perhaps a prize, a new horse if you pay your taxes on time, a tour of my Lord Bishop's castle. We look at that bejeweled lump over there. That'll inspire them.
Talk he to me thus, and yet he lives. The man begs to be put to death. Here's my head, he says. Such is my patience, my understanding, that here the man stands, knowing he trod close to the river of death, and found the gentle bridge that I laid out for him. The rest of your life, Sheriff, shall be your lesson. That's my gift.
Hilton,
I did, my lord.
fetch the books. I've just given the royal foresters perform on the spot executions, provided I get their heads.
Keep the heads, take the heads, make them into flower pots if you like. I want their money.
My lord, Rickety Hazel is here to see you. He says it's urgent.
Not now.
That's all right. It'll give me a chance to peruse them.
Ah, my dear Lincoln.
Feeling all right, my lord?
Of course I'm all right. What's your business?
It's not good. One of the foresters is dead.
Dead. How?
Well, these two men and a woman, see, and one of them was really dead, and they're kind of skinny.
What?
Well, they're hunting the king's deer, and we tried to arrest them, but they got away, and one of the foresters died from his wounds.
Who were they? I wonder.
One of them's called Bill Gamwell. He's the one who did our man. The woman, she's a real corker. She tried to tell us she was the Marion Harbor lady in waiting to Queen Eleanor.
Queen Eleanor. How could you? Never mind. Send a warrant out for Will Gamwell. Find out who the others are.
I'm told this Will Gamwell was who bore in at Lincoln.
Blue Moor Inn. That strikes a bell. Ah, Blue Moor Inn. Extremely abstinent in their tax collections. Perhaps a visit to Lincoln is in order.
You there, good fellow. Why don't you let me cross before you mount the bridge? There's a good lad. No. You see what you just did? Look what you see, that's not exactly what I had in mind. You see, if you got your great bulk across, then I'd have to sit here and play witness to your lumbering progress. Now, ordinarily, I'd be only too happy to sit here and take a nap while you waddle along. But as it so happens, I'm headed to the Blue Boar Inn, hoping to meet a certain lady there. And you know what they say about a lady in waiting? They don't. Yes, well, if you don't mind. A man of few words, are you? Well, perhaps you're a man of action. If so, then go. Go away. Are you dumb? Is that it? Can you speak? Speak. Come on, speak. Come on, can you speak? Perhaps you're deaf too, is that it? Oh, you poor brute. Well, today is your lucky day, for Robin Hood has taken pity on you. Right now, I'm digging deep into my pocket to come up with tuppence. Ooh, tuppence. Come on, go get the coin. Go fetch the coin, you bloody stupido.
I'm not deaf. I'm not dumb. I won't go, and I spit on your tuppence.
Oh. I see, oh thou mighty oak, I meant to say. Well, this is a problem, isn't it? You won't back off this bridge. Is that a yes or is that a no?
I'd much rather you step aside, little man. Have more than a sport for one day.
Little man, how about some archery?
What are you gonna do? Shoot me with your bow and arrow?
Well, yes, I suppose I'll have to.
Wasn't my right sport, no good. Shoot a man with a bow and arrow who's armed only with a quarterstaff.
Oh, what? Oh, you mean you're a stick? Is that what that is?
Yes. Feel with your head.
Oh, I'm all right, thank you.
No, really. I insist.
Well, all right, if you insist. I suppose I can't just shoot you, my poor avid friend. Let it not be said, Robin Hood is not a fair man. Wait here a moment.
Should I just stand here a while?
Coming. Slow-witted Joel thing. Ha-ha! There. Now we can. Wait, did you take a step forward?
I did not move an inch.
Oh, come on, you little elf. I know you did. You can tell me.
Call you me a liar, you?
Call you, you know, if you attack me like you attack the King's English, I better be on my toes.
Might know you speak the King's English, you bloody Norman.
Norman! I've been patient with you, fellow. Prepare yourself for a sound drubbing. Your stomach will make a fine laundry bag.
Don't worry, lad. I'll see to it that your mother gets both your ears.
My mother, she died last week.
I'm sorry, fellow. I didn't know.
You're a thick block of wood, aren't you? Ha-ha!
Must admit, took you dropping like a man.
Well, gonna give me a hand. Had a fall, didn't you? Yes, I had a fall. Thrashing, more like it. I must know. That's the blue. Hi. How about that? I'll buy you a nail if you join us.
No man buys an apple for John Whittle in Mansfield. What's funny? Mansfield?
No, Liv.
My name's Robin Hood, and this is Will Kent.
Will Scar.
Well, I must admit, also necessary gambling is me quite a thirst.
Well, good. Let's off then.
His face shining down upon them like a great, smiling sun from a very high place. The lowly come from miles around to kneel down at his feet, or as close as they're allowed to get, and give thanks just to be alive in his realm. Thank you, they say. Thank you for being our king.
Are you sure this was a mystery play and not a farce?
Oh, mother, you do just well. Why, absolutely nothing will blight the rays of this smiling sun today.
Nothing? Let's try, shall we?
Whatever do you mean, my dearest giver of life? I trust this has nothing to do with your persuasion of the barons. We had an agreement there, an understanding.
Some clouds just passed in front of this smiling sun? Or is this a total eclipse?
What could you be saying? Has something changed that I should know about?
A smiling sun that sees all I can hardly imagine. I would have thought news traveled to you faster than a fleet of fishwives.
Pray, what news?
Maid Marian Harper has been arrested for complicity with Robin Hood. They are to be executed on the sheriff's wedding day, if you can believe that.
No.
Yes, your light is dim, you know, luminous one.
It's just a mistake. Just a mistake, I assure you.
Then I suggest His Highness correct it.
Yes, I will. I'll go there at once, rest assured.
Oh, I don't think I will. I think I'll go with you.
Oh, yes, quite. I'm sure the sheriff will be honored.
He'll squirm in his breeches and you know it. I'd rather enjoy that. Come, let's away. Tell me, what do you wear to a combination wedding and execution?
I don't know, really. I don't think I've ever...
I suppose black will do.
Yes, I suppose that would be fine.
Or red. For blood.
Yes, that sounds nice.
This isn't working. It just isn't working. I don't even know if a barony is worth putting up with the likes of you. I assumed a simple rustic farm girl will present few problems. Simple. Ha! Nothing pleases you. Nothing placates you. You are stupid, stubborn, and pig-headed. I wonder if I had not done this Alanadale a favor. The mere thought of doing anything for the bands of Sherwood caused me utter loathing at the very thought. I have a mind to give you back that sugar. But I won't. I'll break you yet if I have to use sterner measures.
What is it that you want of me?
I did want your love, your respect, but I'll settle for your obedience. You'll soon learn you've seen the Lord High Sheriff in his grandest of moods. Are you prepared for the worst?
I'm marrying you, aren't I? I have no other choice. What more must I do?
For starters, you can smile to anyone, everyone, a warm, friendly, polite, unpretentious smile, especially to King John.
You can smile at him. Blow him a kiss if you'd like, but I don't feel like it. That's all you really care about, isn't it? Your royal acceptance. A farm girl, a commoner that you've made decent to parade before the court like a puppet. A simple, wholesome baroness for the newly appointed baron, while your titles and your gold and your power only make me dirty. Do what you want to me. I'll never smile at Black Prince John.
If I promise not to hunt down Alandale and hang him by his neck, will you then smile for King John, my dear?
Royal Majesty, King John.
I'm sorry to break up this tender romantic intimacy.
How dare you? How dare you keep Queen Eleanor's favorite lady in waiting, Marian Harper, against her will? How could I have done such a thing?
I don't know. Perhaps you've taken leave of your senses.
Perhaps I have.
You should have your jaw.
I wish you did.
Dare you to hold a prisoner once as obvious a case of mistaken identity as ne'er I've seen. Even the court fool could see that.
Apparently he has.
I demand you release her at once. Do you hear me?
Very well.
I demand it.
Very well, my royal liege. I shall have this poor wretch delivered at once. However could I have done such a thing? 1,000 pardons to both your majesties and any other majesties I might have discomfited by this outrageous and unforgivable behavior. I only wish I may live 1,000 years so I may repay this debt 10,000 times over, provided you live so long as to collect it.
Yes, thank you, Sheriff. That will do.
Thank you both. A sad yet happy ending to a touching and beautiful play. Now that we've left, where is she?
I will have Marion Harper released at once. Hilton,
Yes, my lord.
have Marion Harper released into royal custody.
Oh, aye. This way, your majesty.
Made that a bit thick, didn't you? Not that I'm a critic of these sort of things.
Just once do you think you could shine your torch of knowledge in my direction so we don't tread each other's toes in the darkness of my ignorance?
Now you're being melodramatic.
I'm being melodramatic? What about, how dare you, for the benefit of the Queen?
The Queen and I have an agreement concerning Maid Marian.
But did you think to tell me?
No, it didn't concern you.
As it turned out, it did.
Do you want your bride to be taller than you at the wedding? Good. Now I'm just dying to meet this Robin Hood. And I want you to be in your usual high spirits.
Have Robin Hood brought in!
Don't you think an execution on your wedding day is just a trifle morbid? Oh well, it's your happy occasion, not mine. Tell me, how is he as a prisoner?
How is he as a prisoner? We have tea at 4, and after that a game of chess. How should I know as he's a prisoner? I'm not the bloody jailer.
You could be. You know what I mean, Lord Sheriff. Have you broken his spirit?
I shall. He's just a man.
He's a commoner. Commoners lead hard lives. They're so used to his treatment that it's become everyday to them. I fear they may be building up an immunity. Maybe turning them into supermen.
Robin Hood, my lord.
He doesn't look much like a bandit chief.
Now he's the chief of rats, my lord. Only they don't pay him much. I was just about to give him his daily lashing, my lord.
That honor will have to wait till later.
Later? You can't just rearrange my schedule like that. You'll throw off my entire day.
That's right, pathetic little fool. Make it harder on yourself. This, my annoying little pest, is King John.
This my annoying little pest is King John. How does your majesty allow me a servant to talk to him like that? Ugh. Had a good breakfast, did he?
If that tongue were removed, it wouldn't be so quick.
Maybe you'd be able to keep up with him then. Ha!
Well said, my lord.
I grow tired of this carnival atmosphere. Does your majesty wish for any more of this entertainment? Or shall we send in for the jugglers and have the great hall turned into a circus?
Turn it into a stable in Tinker Shop if I so choose.
By all means, bring in the horses and the tinkers.
I'd keep this Robin Hood around if I were you. He keeps you on your toes.
Well, I've earned him a barony. Why not? Ow!
Oh, look what he's doing, putting the two of us against each other.
What utter nonsense.
Why, he's making a fool of your majesty.
You're the one who's falling to pieces.
I am?
Yes, look at you, raising your voice like that, turning red as a beet.
So are you! So are you!
Ah! You are a clever fellow, aren't you? You know, maybe I was wrong. Perhaps it is a good idea to have an execution on the wedding day. I think I'll rather enjoy it.
When you think about it, need we be so gloomy?
Ellen's to marry the sheriff tomorrow.
Aye, but we'll find a way around that.
Not she's dead.
Aye, but we must press on.
Will is dead.
Aye, that's true.
Robin and Marian are to be executed tomorrow.
I know, but
And King John will ruin all of England in his war against France.
aye. Well, when you put it that way.
Marian! However did you escape, dear lady?
I know some people. Oh, aye, Queen, that usually helps.
Too bad all Robin knows is a bunch of ragged, uncouth, ill-mannered hobgoblins who run around in the forest. I'm including myself, of course. Of course.
We must hurry if we're to save Robin and Ellen.
Aye, we must.
What do we do?
You load of oats, it's simple, mind you. We come up with a plan.
Aye, that's it, a plan. What's the plan?
I'm waiting. I don't exactly hear the twang of bowstrings, because if no one shoots, I've got a couple arrows in my quiver.
What is she talking about?
I think she means she's got an idea. Although, why she couldn't have said that.
We'd greatly grateful if you did. You see, Robin was always good at that sort of thing, making up plans.
Gladly, Tom. Luckily, I've learned the layout of the sheriff's castle, and I think we can rescue Robin right under the sheriff's very nose.
And Ellen?
Eat all you want, courtesy of the Lord High Sheriff. That's the way. Look at those healthy appetites. They would have fought for you. Now they'll die for you.
I'll never understand your logic.
I fear that may be so.
May it be that you go too far in this. Or do my very eyes deceive me? Common soldiers like ruffians eating at the same table as I? Men of ill manner, quite like savage beasts. So, I swear, one of them rubbed his shoulder against mine. A bitch! Don't you have a trough or something? Some sort of wallow? Perhaps I should join the pigs. I think they're more refined than the foresters. Why, they don't even know I'm holy.
Who, the pigs?
Not the pigs.
My lord, right now we have far more important matters to discuss than table manners. The Queen is procuring the support of the barons, and very soon we shall embark on a great adventure, and I'm going to need both of you behind me.
Oh, I'm not going to war, am I? I don't travel well, and I fare very poorly in battle. We have priests who do that sort of thing.
Quiet, you ninny. He's not talking about that. Monetary support, am I right, Your Majesty?
Exactly, my Lord Baron.
I'm absolutely famished. Join me for a bite, my dear?
I think not. Perhaps later I'll be of stronger appetite.
Of course.
Where are your 3 monks? Why are they not here yet?
They'll be here. They're nauseatingly dependable. I can think of no other reason to have monks at a social gathering except to perform a ceremony. Have you ever feasted with them? Very dull fellows. Absolutely no sense of humor.
Why, you are looking quite fine then, Marian. A far cry from the woods of Sherwood, isn't it? There's really little one can appreciate about the hard life. Yes, luxurious surroundings are a comfort I couldn't go without for long. Thus, you are turned to the castles, despite the fact that you are in love with my cousin. In love? Dear Prioress, a mere trifle. But what would you know of such things? I made good use of this outlaw, just as you did.
Shouldn't we have the bride brought in? Is her father here to present her?
No.
No?
No.
Why not, might I ask?
Don't you understand? He's not giving her away. I'm taking her. I'm taking her.
Well, who's going to present her then? Well, someone must present her.
Didn't I tell you? You are. Now go fetch her.
I love weddings, don't you?
horribly romantic.
They present 3 holy brothers of the Abbey of the Fountain.
Yes, yes, bid them approach.
This way, please.
Bless you.
My bride will be along shortly. Would someone tell the foresters to quit eating, please? Now, which of you will perform the ceremony?
I am he, my lord, and these are my retainers.
Very well. Well, why don't you prepare or something?
Prepare, my lord?
Yes, something holy. Don't you have a book?
A book? I need no book. I memorized the ceremony years ago.
Yes, about 100, I'll wager. Where's my bride?
We're coming. You'll ruin the splendor if you keep yelling.
Why, she looks marvelous. Like a deer caught in the torchlight.
This is the bride.
Oh, but she's well jeweled, but this dress makes her look whiter than a moat.
That's my Lord Bishop.
Where did the abbot find you? In a catacomb?
This is my bride.
Oh my, it is. Out of my way. Why is she so sad? I do perceive lilies in her cheeks rather than blushing roses.
Is he a monk or a florist?
Is this a bonny bride? Is this a bonny?
Quiet, you doddering fool. Perform the ceremony.
She's not a bonny bride at all. No.
I think this fellow had some ceremony before he came here.
Does this girl truly wish to marry my lord sheriff? Come on, tell the truth now.
Hold that insolent tongue or I'll slice you in two.
What if I don't want to hold your tongue? Do you really want to marry this greasy toad?
As a matter of fact, no, Your Grace.
As well then, I pronounce you unmarried.
You say yes or I'll cut you up in an instant.
Why don't you try me, Lord Sheriff?
Robin Hood!
Right again!
It was meant to come down to this. The best with the best.
You flatter yourself, my lord.
Already I sense a better opponent than Will Gamwell.
But let's have a man it was that beat him.
Perhaps he was out of his league.
You mean by your league? He'd be grateful for that.
Get up!
His Majesty King John. Well, what's it gonna be? A double beheading or a double draw and quarter? That would make 8, and that would make how many parts?
You wouldn't dare.
Don't dare him! That's all they need! A challenge!
Mother dear, talk some sense into them, won't you?
You're right, John, I should. Strong quarter is really much too intense. Why don't you just behead them?
That's talking sense? Don't ask her for any more help, please!
Robin Hood, I grant you full pardon. You and all your men.
Well, what do you say to that?
Then we could live like others.
No more outlaws? No one to keep the eyes on the likes of them.
No one to balance the books or keep their eye on the poor.
Well, that doesn't sound too good at all. Your Majesty, I just don't think we're worthy of pardons.
Wait, see here. There must be some agreement we can make.
Cut taxes by 3/4.
Oh, never.
Never!
Be absurd.
Be absurd, be absurd! Oh, for God's sake, be absurd!
All right, 3/4 it is.
Up, too late.
Oh, good Lord! Oh, good Lord! Oh, I'm still alive! Oh, I'm still alive! Oh, that must mean my head is still alive? I'm just ahead. Oh, I heard of this happening! Oh, like a chicken! Oh, the embarrassment!
Hereford.
Your head's right too!
Hereford, shut up. We're not dead.
No, but we're just heads! Living heads! Oh, gabbling on, talking in the dirt for all eternity! It's our punishment!
Sheriff is right. You are a ninny.
Yes, well, 3/4 it is then. Tuck, show him the place to sign.
I'll make sure that my goodly, stout-hearted son keeps his word.
Much thanks, Your Majesty. And since we're so hungry and thirsty, after all that fighting, I suggest we make good use of Nottingham Castle for a little while.
What a lovely couple. Mother, if I...
Can we have Jesse, Gerlach, and Kyle Letsom, and Miss Walker come to the stage? Come on! Come on up!
Amazing fight scenes, that's these two. I had nothing to do with it. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Again, I'm lucky. I have one of the best jobs. So thank you so much, and thank you guys. We love you. All right. Yay. Have a good night.
honestly.
Who's that? Who's out there?
Victims of harsh injustice and cruel tyranny. The rabble. The rabble.
Greetings. Find yourself some ground. It's the only thing that is intact these days.
I hear the sheriff's working on that.
Ellen? Ellen! What at the door unless you want forces over for tea?
Who's there? Have you seen Ellen on your wolf anywhere?
Haven't seen her.
Sorry, boys.
Got to find her. Come on, help me look.
Oh, keep on searching. The only thing that you're going to find is royal forests. Just hope that she has enough sense to hide for the time being.
That's not what I expected to spend in England. Lie down, there's work to be done.
Now you stop talking or I'll take out your job,
If you do that, we'll never talk.
Oh. What just are we supposed to do then?
What is. So dry your tears.
Tears. There's no tears left in bloody England.
Well, where does that leave us? I mean, we can't cry and we can't run. We must have nothing left to lose. This, my lads and lasses, this smells like the bottom of the barrel to me, which means we can only go up.
Oh, we'll go up all right, just like him. He went up just now.
No, we won't. Not before our time. Not before we stop the sheriff and his men.
Are you mad? Oppose the sheriff. That's what Edom did.
Aye, one man, but we're not one. We're many. And if we keep on gathering more, standing together, working together, there's not a power in all of England that can stop us.
Foolish Rob. By far the most foolhardy idea I've ever heard. When do we start? Now, that's just the kind of talk I'm talking about.
That's all it is so far, talk. You want to back up to talk with force?
Aye, but this time, not with the courtier staff.
I'm in.
Call me in, Mike. What are we going to lose?
Let's up an anchor and let's set sail.
Well, if you're all going to do this.
That's the spirit. What's your name, Squire?
I'm Agnes Lynn. I'm the tanner.
Good. We'll get you the sheriff's hide. You?
Mike Spindle.
Alan Dale.
I'm much.
We know.
Will Scarlet, Little John,
That's Little John.
and my name is Robin Hood.
Well, Robin Hood, you seem to be the one making all the decisions. So where are we holding up?
Right. Divorces and snatches anytime I see you.
And then we won't go to a town. We'll use the force right here, Greenwood Glen. We'll know every inch of it. We'll strike quick, like fox, and then disappear into the brush.
I like this strike, Rob. I do, I really do. But what does it mean?
It means we've hurt the sheriff in his most sensitive area.
Not!
Yes, his pocketbook.
What? Like these.
Oh, far from that. In fact, we'll be balancing books for him. We'll be distributing King John's wealth back to the poor people it came from.
Under around 5.
That's right. We're going to complete the circle. First, we must enlist. A handful can't do it. Anyone you can trust. Bring them back here. We meet at this tree.
Oh, that? They call that one the Sherwood King.
The Sherwood King it is. Are you with me?
Aye!
Then I christen the lot of you, men and women, of Greenwood.
Whenever I hear someone tripping lightly, I just assume it's you.
Oh, my favorite mother.
My least favorite son. What do you want?
What do I want? What do I want? Is that a way to treat a king? What do I want?
What do you want?
Oh, a marvelous, delightful sense of humor you do have. Mum, dear Mum. Why, you're really as bright and as fresh as the flowers in your garden. do it, especially at your age.
Weeds.
I beg your pardon.
It's not so much a question of growing flowers as it is destroying weeds. The one negates the other.
I see. Didn't know any better. I swear we were talking about something other than gardening.
Nonsense, John. It's all just weeding. Every now and then you get one tough little bugger who refuses to come up.
Very well. I'll play. Whatever do you do then, mother dear?
There's only one thing to do. Grab it by the folds and yank!
I think this gardening lesson is over. How quickly I tire of games.
Oh, you think these to be games? I have parts of my sleeve I haven't even thought of using yet. You better quit while you're ahead.
I've allowed the barons yet another tax increase. You know, I'm beginning to think they're liking me more and more each day.
You can give them 3 cows and shine their pottery for them, and the loyalty they have for me will only grow stronger. Something you don't understand, John.
No, I don't understand it. Lionheart's dead. You're about to be.
My, what sentiment. Don't count on it, John.
See here, mother, what good can it possibly do you to resist my invasion of France?
Another bloody war so you can fill your coffer? Over my deceased corpse.
Very well. I'm not going to kill you, mother. The barons, they'd never forgive me. I have something more terribly subtle in mind. Something in the nature of a deal.
You have nothing to trade, Johnny.
Haven't I? What about the life of Marion Harper? She's your favorite lady-in-waiting. Some might say even a friend, is she not? It seems she was involved in the murder of a royal forester without hunting. That fiery temperament of hers. I wonder where she gets that. Of course, the Sheriff of Nottingham laughed at the idea it was really her. And I have the heart to tell him that Marion's favorite hobby is hunting buck, and that she's given to lowly dressed in buckskins. Convenient for hunting in the woods. Hardly what I'd call a typical lady-in-waiting. Would you, my dear? Of course, you could still find out. I'll be calling a meeting of the barons in 2 weeks. That should be plenty enough time for you to send out a series of messages. Oh, what a good king am I, and wouldn't it be a marvelous idea to invade France? That sort of thing. I'd start writing soon if I were you, dear Mom, before all that weeding starts to cramp your hands.
Have some more mutton, my good man! Oh, don't mind if I do, but can I just do just a bit more Momsy? Momsy, why, I thought you'd never ask! Can I interest you in some more bread, perhaps? Oh, bread? Yes, that'll hit the spot. Thank you, my body fellow. Not at all, not at all. What are breads for? Well said, well said. Now, you simply must try the Momsy again. Oh, no, I couldn't. I insist. All right, if you have another bite of mutton.
Thank you.
Don't mention it. What? Who said that?
Down here, Friar. I meant no harm, just thought the two of you would like some company.
Now listen here, my jesting is nothing to jest about. How dare you be behind my back?
Well, it is a rather ample back, Friar. Enough for 2 of you, I wager. And talking to yourself like that, well, I make it at least 4 of you.
Will you brush down?
All right, Father. Henceforth, I shall never laugh at your sport. Your jokes are nothing to jest about, it's true. Why, I even say they're downright sad.
Yes.
Children weeping in the street. Women tearing their hair out.
And don't you forget, you're sporting me again, aren't you?
Why, you little... Again, Friar, I meant no harm. I've been bitter ever since I lost the use of my legs.
Sorry, fellow, I didn't know.
Oh, don't pity me, Friar. I loathe pity.
I can well imagine. What's your business here?
Alas, none but to leave this terrifying wood. But crawling thus, my progress is quite slow.
I see my worm-like friend. Perhaps I can be of assistance.
Would you? Oh, I would be ever so grateful. Would you, dare I say, carry me through the wood?
I'm sure it's little problem.
You should. All that food won't explode or anything, will it?
If it won't explode, I'm well contained.
Well packed, yes. Like a winter storehouse for a family of 700, I wager.
But I'm on my back, master.
An expanse, I perceive, as wide as the great Ottoman Empire itself.
You flatter me, sir. You do.
Oh, not at all. Your girth has no justice. Nothing in the known world I can compare it to, except maybe the known world. And why have we stopped? The woods are still thick around us. Well, how they seek to surround you is one of the mysteries of nature. Oh, that doesn't sound too good at all. Surely I've winded you. No small task, judging the amount of wind you could hold in you.
Perhaps you can hold yours. So we reached the woods end.
Oh, I don't mind. Never at a loss for words, that's me. You know, the way you are with food.
Bless my soul! A gold sovereign!
Where?
Right here, you daft little twerp. Ready for a trounce in my woodland wits?
Rather give you one, my gluttonous friar. Well, not bad. Learn all this in the monastery.
No, preparing sinners like you.
Spoken like a man of God.
That's all than you expected, eh, Ragamuffin?
The better of all. Hold on, Friar, hold on. I don't want to hurt you anymore.
Oh, I don't want to hurt you anymore, either. Oh. Looks like I've come to the right place. This is the camp of Robin Hood.
It's the camp, and I'm the man.
I should have known.
Welcome to Sherwood, Friar.
Tuck some name.
Tuck it away.
Well, I've come to join your merry band if you have room enough for a man of the clock.
There's room for the clock. Don't know about the man.
But there's room enough for Galligantua here. I'm sure there's room enough for me.
Oh, don't worry, Friar. We can always make the paths wider.
Easy. I'll just grab you by your ankles and use you as a plow.
You just try it.
You lost.
I know.
Yes, well, let's show the good friar how we work. What have you got, Alan?
A Lord and Lady was kind enough to carve some silk bracelets.
Oh, how thoughtful. Meg?
The wealthy must insisted we have his own child.
Oh, he shouldn't have. Agnes?
A little old innkeeper got tired of carrying around this heavy bag of coins.
You help this stranger? Makes me proud to be a king. Little John?
Couple with Joel Adams asked if I'd like to make a contribution.
No.
Well said for my benefit, sir.
How about you, Will?
A couple of dollars.
Much?
Little.
Much.
All right. He's trying. Carry on. You'll bring back something sooner or later.
Later, my guess. Hey, Master Robin. Perhaps if I stole from one of us, you know?
take from the poor to give to the poor?
Much. It kind of defeats the purpose, don't you think?
I suppose so. I guess I'll have to look elsewhere. Perhaps to the Orient or to the land of Prester John.
Robin, the pirates of Kirkland.
Greetings, good cousin.
That's Robin's cousin.
I gather.
How was your journey here?
They tell me there are bandits in these woods. I'm inclined to disagree. At least they've never bothered me.
Well, I am relieved to hear that, Cyrus. Meg, some food and water for my cousin.
I can't say more, Robin. My duties are most time-consuming, especially these fine times. Lately, it hasn't been that. Even at the priory, that pains me deeply. Helping the poor is all I have in the world. Why more than you?
We do our best.
Yes, you always did. Even when we were children. I do remember how terribly poor we were then.
Like it was yesterday.
Now, though I do still feel poor in a way. Straight to die, avoiding to pay taxes. Playing little games with his berries on one hand and fishing on the other. How I long for simpler times.
We all do. But it's never simple, is it? No matter what we change. We always long for the better, I suppose.
My life, that's the only way people are waiting.
And they won't be disappointed. Ellen?
Much thanks as always. Oh, I notice you have a little many minutes, Robin. I'm very pleased to see that. Good day.
Fare you well, cousin.
Robin, what does she do with the food? She buys ale and makes merry.
She distributes to the poor, part of what we take.
Right under the sheriff's very nice people.
Stranger's coming. Break him.
All right, man, don't leave a trace. Let's go!
I'm not saying that you weren't a royal forester, my dear. The fact that you were here can't implicate you.
You talk as if I know this Robin Hood or something. Really, we only met once, and that under the most unfavorable of circumstances. Why, I don't even like him. Neither would you, believe me. He's rash, arrogant, rude, and unscrupulous.
Totally not the horns and tail.
He tried to make my acquaintance under the most absurd ruse.
He must have been desperate to meet you.
Desperate is a word. Ridiculous is even better.
You saw through it.
A side of beef could have seen through it. Although, I'm sure the village maiden is absolutely thrilled by that sort of show.
Well, I hear he's making quite the reputation for himself. I understand the sheriff is particularly displeased.
Perhaps, but it's nothing to do with me.
I wish that was so. But the fact now stands that if I don't comply with King John's wishes, he will have you arrested.
So sorry, Your Majesty. I've put you in great difficulty.
It wasn't your doing.
Let me take to hiding, to the woods even. I can survive. Don't let him hold my life over your head.
Marion, I don't know.
It's the only way. Why, we're deep in Sherwood now. I'll just stay here.
Really, dear, are you sure that's absolutely safe?
Look, just me and Mother Nature. I'll hunt and fish. There's not a soul around for miles.
Good afternoon, good gentlewomen. Oh, we mean no harm.
But since you are past, just a couple of us, we have to rid you of some possessions, as it were.
Spread it around.
So to speak.
If you please. Don't worry, ladies. If you're lucky, you'll become poor. Then we'll give you all sorts of power.
No. There's no reason for that, good lady. No reason at all. You have my word, no harm will come to you.
You're not going to hurt us?
Not at all.
Your word?
My word.
Good. Let's go.
Wait, now hold on a minute.
Why? What's the point? You're not going to harm us. You've given us your word. We might as well go now. What's stopping us? What's keeping us here, if not fear of harm? Alan, smart. Alan, let me do something.
What can I do? He gave his word.
Why'd you get your that?
No, I wasn't thinking. But I really wasn't going to harm them, so don't any of you think that for a minute.
Will you stop reassuring us? You're making it worse. We're losing all credibility as outlaws.
How you people got by this long is beyond me.
Don't you start there. Enough of you.
Well, someone better start. Now, ladies, if you don't give us your possessions, we'll be forced to surround you in a big clump, and then you'll never leave the woods.
That myself.
Fine. You do that, and I'll be forced to hack my way through with 3 feet of well-tempered steel.
Wait a minute. That hardly seems fair. We promised not to hurt you.
Yes, you did, didn't you? But I didn't.
Robin!
Welcome to Sherwood, ladies.
There he is.
Oh, you. I was hoping to run into you again.
Your lucky day.
Ah, same attitude. That's what I love about you. Everyone, may I present Marion Harper, lady in waiting to Queen Eleanor. And bless my soul, well, this must be Queen Eleanor herself.
Well, he seems perceptive enough.
He doesn't believe you, Your Majesty.
Well, who would? A queen wandering out here, I can hardly blame him.
Well, what a wonderful spirit of fun you both have. Come, you must join us. Refreshment for everyone.
Thank you, but we really should be going.
Oh, let's stay. I'm interested to see the life of an outlaw. Now, do you really give your spoils to the poor?
All but what little we need for our own survival.
Mere pennies, I'm sure. How humble of you.
You could stand a little of that yourself, my lady. Look around you. Do you see any of the riches, the fineries?
They're hidden from our eyes, I'm sure.
You stubborn little. Would you like some wine?
No, thank you. Quite good. Please, Your Majesty, let's go.
You don't give up, do you? What is it you really do? Are you a tanner? A tinker's wife? Embroiderer?
Court executioner.
What's the matter, Will?
Nothing. I've just never seen her outside of London before.
Who?
Queen Eleanor. I saw her once in London. I really did.
Your Majesty, we could not mean. We would not.
Off with their heads!
Sorry. Please rise, you outlaws. I never understood the sudden tension everyone facing the ground.
Your Majesty, our humble departed.
It's all right. I'm sure you don't know many queens here.
Quite a few, actually, about 4 a day, plus a few kings. Your Majesty, even though I am new to this merry little band, please let me show you around.
Oh, I'm interested to see a bandit's lair.
Oh, for that you probably won't need.
Shape up a real ass folks.
Tell me, outlaw. Is that bow super perfect, or is it just decoration?
Oh, it serves a purpose, my lady. Quite a few, in fact.
That would suggest the user had some skill.
It does. It does. Are you familiar with this skill?
A sight more than you'll ever be, squire. Unfortunately, I've neglected to bring my bow.
Oh, miss. You're in luck there. We happen to have a few extras lying around the camp.
Very well, Master Hood. If only to put you in your place, I owe you a drubbing.
Madam, I accept with all my heart.
You don't! Oh, you're much harder to build. How would that look for me?
I hadn't thought about that, to be honest with you.
I can't figure you out. Chance of a lifetime for good for
want me to woo you?
Oh, please don't do that. Please spare me a wooing.
Frankly, I wouldn't know how to.
Frankly, I'm not surprised, and I appreciate that, by the way.
I bet you do. You do have a sharp tongue for a little ragamuffin. I've had the generosity of dragging you up from the mire.
You have me deeper in it.
See? You see what you've made me do? Oh, this had better improve, that's all I can say. When we're married, my dear, your attitude better change, or I really will visit your parents. And it won't be so much asking for your hand as it will be taking theirs. Hilton, take her.
Bishop, my lord.
Man in heaven.
There are more important things.
Oh, I know. Robin Hood struck again.
Robin Hood. All I hear is Robin Hood.
He's becoming more famous than King John.
Rob from the rich so we can give to the poor. What kind of nonsense is that? Does he know I'm just going to take it away again? Hasn't he ever heard of taxes? Idiots. This absurd recycling of funds continues. I might as well burn the blood books.
Sort of clever when you think about it. Amusing little serfs. Seems like they're always up to something.
I'm glad you couldn't take this so lightly. Have you forgotten taxes go to your church too?
Of course not. I never forget money. I just don't worry about it. See, that's the difference between you and me. You agonize and bang your head. I'll continue to spout pleasantry and good humor.
And in doing so, by the valuable ally you're supposed to be.
There they go again. Horrid bangs.
Bishop!
You know, it just so happens that I've given the matter some thought, and if you calm down, well, I just might tell you about it.
Grace me with your brilliance.
Gladly. Now, it seems to me that if we deprive the dragon of its head, well, it will cease to breathe fire and smoke. Well, now, I've always said, to catch a thief, it takes a thief. It just so happens that in my native Herefordshire, there is a bold and murderous outlaw of great renown, of equal notoriety to this Robin Hood. He has done me many a favor in the past, for the right price.
And what might that be?
200 pounds should attract his interest.
Oh, it better do more than attract his interest. I expect nothing less than Robin Hood's head on a pole.
I find this preoccupation with the human bonnet disgusting, to say the least. I shan't be here for the delivery, I promise you.
Tell this brigand we'll pay him half an hour for the completion of his task.
Well, I'm sure he'll be agreeable. You'll find him a strange sort of fellow, as feared by the people of my region as Robin is loved by his. He wears the hide of a horse. He believes it gives him power.
He can wear daisies and a dunce cap all I care, as long as he gets the job done. What's his name?
Guy of Gisborne.
Good morning to you, Withers, and I. Good morning to you now. The maid replied again, sir, she cried, I've lost my spotted cow. No longer weep, no longer weep. The cow is not lost, my dear. I saw her down in yonder grove. You're no cow. Identify yourself, animal. If you're a member of that family as I perceive you are. A wolf? A bear, perhaps, though that I do not know. You know fish unless fish has fur and rabbits swim the sea.
Hello, little fellow. Say, did I scare you? I didn't mean to do that. little neighbor?
I'm not supposed to talk about that. Unless you're all right. Do you think you're all right?
Oh, I'm better than all right. I'm looking for the camp of Robin Hood. Have you heard the tales of him, little man?
Perhaps I have in one form or another.
Aye, lad, in many such forms he takes us to tell. This Robin is a one-eyed ogre with skin like bark one day, and a gold spinning out the next. While this merry band fly through the forest on wings of silk, and live in the ground in my caves, drinking blood by light of the moon.
This forest has some strange notions.
Oh, methinks not. Little, what's in it?
Much?
Why, I would fain have to see it for myself. To not believe the tales I've heard. These aren't just horses' tales. You get it? Horses' tales? Tails! Exactly.
Well, I don't know.
What's to know, little man? Now, let's have a swig of satisfaction. A bevy of song and talk of Robin Hood.
I haven't lent my back to anything since climbing on a swing as a child. Well, actually, I was helped up. I'm sure this is the right way to the sheriff's castle.
I'm most inconvenient.
Why can't you visit Hereford once in a while?
I'm sure I can have you.
Yes, I'm sure you can't. God, it's certain my death is imminent. Even now I can feel its cold, icy hand upon my brow. Come with me. Come with me, it's saying. I might as well walk away with my hands and offer it to the highest bidder. Oh, very funny. Stop trying to cheer me up. It won't work. You do better to kill me with your sword before somebody else does.
Is that a poor favorite?
Of course it's not an order, you ninny. Good thing for your sake if you understood what a figure of speech is. Well, I suppose you wouldn't be a forester then, would you?
No, I suppose I wouldn't. Except you're a bishop.
Oh, shut up and let me die free of levity. Once the soil gently drums the lid of my coffin, you may jest all you want.
Thank you, Lord.
Are you sure this is the right way? Oh, I can't stand this! Know that I shall die of heart attack long before the bandits find me. Well, that's some consolation at least. Promise me you won't let them desecrate my person.
I'm loyal. I hunt it out. Come along.
Didn't mean to startle you. Minion of Beelzebub!
Hey, you. What's the business here?
Business? Oh, I know. Pies. What? Any fine pies today? No, we don't have any pies. What would a bishop be doing with pies?
No. I'm selling the pies, see? Pies? Who buy my fine pies today? You like pies?
Get out of the way. You don't want your fine pies. Where do you keep them anyway? In your pockets? Let's go.
What seems to be the trouble here?
Well, we're trying to pass, but this pie salesman won't let us.
He's always here with us.
Really? It's annoying.
Certainly is. Now you see here, that's the full-fledged bishop, and you're blocking his path.
Pies? Who buy my fine pies?
Break it up. What's going on here?
The pie man's annoying everyone because, well, they won't buy his pies.
That doesn't seem right at all, does it?
Well, instead of talking, why don't you overrule it?
Needn't be cheeky about it.
He didn't mean it. Would you help? Here, trying to pass. Do you mind? Well, we all mind, but it won't do any good.
Pies? Who buy my fine pies today?
Perhaps if one of you bought one from him.
Hey, Leonard, you buy one. You've got practice.
Did you hear what he just said to me?
I'm sorry, Grace. I got trapped up.
Oh, not another one.
So there's no idea you stuck in the woods.
There's nobody left in the woods.
What goes on in?
Try and move the pie man.
Who you pushing? Don't push the pie, man.
Maybe we'll go under. Are all these
Why do you
people?
find it too and go between?
I have no idea this forest is so busy.
Reason with the pine man. He'll understand that.
We should make the road much wider at this spot. Look.
All I wish in life is to sell my fine pies.
What is this? What is this? It's too confusing. Wait, are you all in this together? Is this some sort of trick to get me to buy a pie? All right. I'll have one. Let me take the pie. Let me have all your pies.
Right away really fast in order to do that.
Fair enough.
What are you doing? Careful! I'm very holy. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, a good stout monk. Oh, I hope you are flesh and blood and not some trick of the wood sprites.
I'm real enough, Fatty.
Thank God. Fatty? What man of God calls me fatty?
A true man of God, one not so richly dressed.
Thus I am closer to God. Who could be richer than that? Abbey, who is your abbot?
Friar Robin Hood.
Oh, God! Oh, please, I'll pay you! I'll make you over it!
You hear that, lads? We can be rich, just like him.
Yes!
Hundreds of bishops of Fairport, marching down the street, our bellies jiggling in the wind.
I don't know, Robin. Doesn't sound too good.
Robin!
Now think it over, lads and lasses. It would give us a chance to be cruel and merciless, and have all the food we can eat, depriving those less fortunate through higher taxes.
Yes, I mean no.
You mean yes? Because that's the way you think. You're selfish and greedy and ignorant. You give nothing to the people, except your loathing. You're the least holy man I know, besides King John.
He is a personal friend of mine.
Oh, I know. I've considered that in your sentencing.
Sentencing?
Yes, but I will leave you to a higher judge.
I think I know who you mean.
Oh, really? I'm surprised at that. He's forsaken you long ago, as you've forsaken him.
What are you going to do?
First, we're going to let you say your prayers, if you remember how. Then we're going to hang you.
No! You can't! I tell you, you're making a mistake!
Mistake? No, Deuce, neck, tree, drop. Yeah, I think that does it. Farewell, your grace. It's been most unpleasant.
Naughty. You're a cool man, Robin.
I've learned from the best. Hello.
Yes, I saw what you just did. Harsh, but I suppose he had it coming.
What? Oh, brothers, you didn't actually think we'd hang him, did you?
Oh, no, of course, and your prank is a harsh prank to play.
Oh, Mary Harper, please let me present my cousin, the Friars of Hercules.
Charmed. Robin, if it's all right with you, I'll take my charity and leave. It was a rather trying journey.
Yes, of course.
So, the loot really is distributed to the farm?
What a thing to say. Why wouldn't it be?
Oh, this woman has just had her doubts. I'm sure you've convinced her, Friar.
Oh, I suppose.
It's nothing in your favor. A little time will give to you, 6 months of too hard labor. With me, hip for the day, me, hip for the day, me, hip for the day, G-O. At 6 o'clock, the screws come in.
A bunch of keys all in his hand.
Step up, my lad, step up inside, and tread the wheel till breakfast time. You are king!
Sorry, my lord. I never possessed the same ability of a four-legged animal.
Good work. Tell me more of this, Robin. It must be a marriage cancer with him.
Fame think it is good, my lord.
Fame?
Fame.
Fame. Why are you all fame? Strike that word from my sight and never let's utter again.
Fame?
Strike, I say. Rid yourself of such frills and humbugging. No pretension, no affectation. Strike!
I, my captain, strike I will.
Where exactly is this happy camp?
Camp? What camp?
Why, the bandits camp.
Bandits? What bandits?
Mama! You know, you did the right thing before! Where's the bloody camp? The camp of Robin Hood! You know what I mean?
I think it's yonder about 2 miles. And follow the stream upland, you come to Greenwood Glen. There's a stand of Oaken Beach. That's the camp. Good horse, art thou mad at me?
You? Mad at you? My good little friend. Of course. Oh, I'm just anxious.
Oh, in all my experience, I never did meet one that was mad.
Oh.
All even and pleasant tempered they are. Why, they're the gentlest animal in the world.
So I am.
No, you're not. You're mad as a hatter, and I fain wonder if I am too for telling you what I done told.
Now, Saturday's come, I'm sorry to say.
For Sunday is starvation day.
Our hobnail boots and anything else too.
They are not shined, and they will not.
They wore the hides of large animals, and I swear, some of them still had the entrails left inside. Oh, so foul was their stench. Oh, many of the bandits had eyes removed and teeth missing, with fingernails like long claws scraping on the ground. Oh, as they tortured me, they laughed like banshees and feasted upon live insects.
No, small children.
You want to hear the tale of my exploits or not?
I wouldn't miss this for the world.
Good. One of them was a giant, an ogre who caused rock slides whenever he spoke.
Rock slides.
Yes, another was a false holy man, a monk from the cage of Satan himself, an immensely fat and disgusting person, I assure you.
Yes, I can almost see him.
Yes, well, after torturing me for hours, they finally decided to end their orgy of pleasure by hanging me. An act I was sure would bring me instant relief. But even this solace was not allowed me. Such was their state of poverty and disarray that the rope was quite old and ill of quality, and its snaps clean away.
Perhaps the strain was too much.
It was a cheap rope.
Yet they didn't try again, why?
It was obvious that they had no more rope.
Perhaps a different method.
Great cavities in their skulls revealed that many of their brains had been removed by habit or accident, I could not tell.
Their brains had been removed. Yes, that's why they constantly outwit us. So the rope broke and you outran them, is that it?
Worse, such was their utter disregard for my person that they walked away, laughing!
Oh, poor man.
Yes, it was awful, so cruel!
Hereford, you overstuffed cushion. If they had wanted to kill you, they would have. Can't you see they're just trying to scare us? To show us they're not afraid of us?
Quite scared of God's will.
God hasn't listened to you for decades.
I can see further conversation is futile. I have related my adventure, and that is that. These monsters must be stopped at all costs, especially this loathsome Robin Hood.
What was he like?
I was not impressed. By his bearing, his manner of speech, I was not impressed.
And what about this guy at Gisborne? Where is he?
We should hear from him shortly, I expect. But like a cooking pot, he cannot be watched in hopes that he will
Shut up!
My lord, guy of Gisborne.
I think I hear the pot listening now. Send him in. You may go. Not you, Gisborne. Are you sure about this?
He's eccentric.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Most gracious.
I am not your majesty.
Then whose majesty are you?
200 pounds. 200 pounds for a clown. For a court jester in a horse's costume.
Your Majesty, your little words, they sting me.
Get this pathetic wretch out of my sight!
Wretch, jester, clown, no one talks to me like that. And this is not a costume. This is the hide of a horse. Tanned and cured, tough as armor, but light as steel, through which the strength of the horses passed me. I have slain 80 men, which Robin Hood will be one more. Any who doubt, oppose me now.
If you ever touch me again, your head will leave your shoulders so fast you'll watch it hit the ground. Once your task is complete, you're never set foot in Nottingham again. Is that clear?
Clear, and mostly clear, Your Majesty.
I'm not your... What progress have you made?
Oh, that which is best have I made, sir. The camp in which location I have in my hands.
And where is this camp?
Oh, I think not. Have an armed force marching there and scatter force. 800 mighty the waters, that one man treads clearly. Besides, that was in the agreement. It's a hedge you'll be getting, and not a drawn map.
Very well.
200 now, and another 2 when I deliver.
You're holding me up. You're holding me up for more.
Now that I have the location, yes.
Which of you is Robin Hood? I can hardly tell.
Come, Lordship. I understand what this man means to you. I heard they brought some catfishing just the other day. And mighty God, you should have seen Herbert blubber in his sweat when he catfishing me. What a sight!
I was only trying to pique his interest.
Take your position.
Thank you. Bless you, your sweet, kind, gracious Majesty. Oh, dear, in that which is more, sovereign of the realm of darkness.
That's the last time I let you buy horses.
Oh yes, I see your jest.
Are there any more you got?
I usually just tear them up. The Sheriff of Hereford is a friend of mine, and believe me, warrants for Gisborne come as frequently as rain. More so, in fact, now that I think of it, it having been a rather dry season
Hold
this
the
year.
next one and have it delivered to my attendant. When he hands me Robin's head, I'll hand him his own.
That's what I like about you. You have a marvelous sense of fair play.
Now for our surprise guest. Send her in. Thank you for waiting, Privates.
What is this about, Lord Sheriff?
Oh, you know full well what it's about, my dear.
You were in the Bandits' King, were you not?
I see no reason to deny it. It is God's will I was born Robin Hood's cousin, and no doing of my own.
Cousin. That's an interesting shade of color. If ever there was a threat to your retaining the Priory of Kirkmead, I would say it was blood ties to a murderous outlaw.
Murderous? You know he's not murderous.
No, not when it's a royal force.
Not when it's self-defense.
Oh, please, I did not bring you here to discuss legalities. The situation is plain. You are doling out stolen money given to you by Robin. More than enough to pack you from the Priory and slap you in prison for doing. Unless, of course.
Unless what?
You see, Lord Bishop, she's so eager to make good. I knew you had some. You were to report to me Robin Hood's every move. I want to know the signature. Is that clear?
Yes, it is.
You comply so quickly. I warn you, try any sort of trick.
No, my lord. You have informed me. The donations from Robin Hood, I keep half the money for myself. You see, I'm not as strong as my cousin, and in these sad times of serving kings,
Take care.
draining and even dry, the only way I could retain the priory was going through a little thievery of my own. No, you haven't informed me. I was at work level to begin with.
Play 17 come Sunday. That was 17 come Sunday. Play it again.
If I'm not idea that
a moat. The walls are so low anyway.
What are you two talking about?
Castles.
Robin, two things. First, there's a man approaching from the north headed right for us.
One man?
Aye, never seen him before.
Great camp problem?
No. No, let's see who he is. What's the other thing I missed?
Might sure come watch us over. Can I get something to eat?
Keep playing, Alan. Everyone else, be merry.
I walked a mighty way today to peep in a fairy tale, just to watch the dear little ones I play, and see them work as well. A cheery good evening to you all, good sirs and lasses. Well, bless me, I never expected to find lasses in a den of robbers and thieves. Tell me, which one of you is Robin?
Robert who?
He said Robin Hood, you know?
Oh yes, he's a famous outlaw, isn't he? I've heard some smashing things about him.
I'm afraid you have us mistaken, good sir. I am Friar Tuck, and this is my plot. We were just here for a midnight mass.
And I am Philip of France, come to each richest sword from my bowl. Is King John about?
He's a jolly fellow. You're a jolly fellow, ain't you?
Yes, well, you might as well tell the truth now. It's plain you're on to us.
Yes, sir.
We're not here for midnight mass. We're a band of traveling gypsies. Play Ellen!
What's up? I'm a gypsy too!
You're very strange, gypsy, aren't you?
Ah, much was right. Dear much. He told me you liked a good jest.
Much who?
Much what?
How much? I mean, who is this much person anyway?
All right. Gentlefolk, play your game. I understand. I'll not crack a carapace.
That's relief.
I know how risky it is, being an outlaw. In all of Herefordshire, there are none as feared as God Gisborne.
Oh yes, rob from the rich, so we can rob from the poor.
No, pure fancy, sir. Rumors and mythological interpretation. When you get famous, the mouths of the countryside feel they have the way with you. Sons, sometimes it does. Good brother Robin gleans the good news, whilst poor Guy of Gisborne suffers the bad. Maybe if I were prettier.
That's so sad.
Oh, we never turn away a good man, Gisborne. Come, sup with us and stay the night.
You are kind, good sir.
Tell me, what means that hide you're wearing?
This is the hide of a horse. Its power is passed to me.
Huh. Interesting. Well, little John's got the head of an ox. We don't know what passes through him.
I assure you, good people, the power of the horse is nothing to joke about.
Tell me, Guy, where is this much person you spoke of earlier?
Oh, wandering here, there, everywhere. You know him, Robin.
You really want to hear it, don't you?
Well, I wouldn't mind hearing something at least.
Well, I don't know if I necessarily want to tell you.
Why not?
Well, for one thing, the sole purpose seems to be to massage your massive ego.
I think it's rather your ego that's at stake, don't you? When someone can't admit something like they made a harsh, irrational judgment on another person.
How can you say that? Especially after everything that's happened. You should think that after last night.
Hang on. Don't try and buy off my feelings like that.
What does that mean? What are you talking about?
Well, it's obvious, isn't it? I'm just trying to separate work and pleasure. I know you respect me in one area, it's the other I'm worried about.
So you mean that I respect your pleasure, but I don't respect your work?
sounds foolish now, of course.
I'm glad that we agree.
But you know full well what I mean.
No, I don't, Robin. I don't separate a person from what they do. In this class, you're as good as your actions. And I wouldn't have, you know, if I didn't think, well of you.
Oh, well, that was well put. You left out more words than you put in.
You know what? I was wrong about you, Robin. I was wrong about you, Robin Hood. Steals from the rich so he can give to the poor. Sheriff will look up, children will look down. But you will always look straight and true. Long live your name, and may all of your offspring be just. If I left anything out, is that what you wanted to hear?
Yes, I think that rounded does it. Ringing Saxon.
Oh, Robin.
Sorry, gentle folk, it seems I made the first error of wandering woods. Never come upon the lad as last, unless, of course, the last one around.
Oh, what can we do for you, Guy?
Oh, nothing, really. I'm an early riser. You know how it is when you think that someone has, I don't know, somebody's stressed, somebody else's life. Yeah, it just makes you restless. I'll probably just hunt for breakfast. That sounds like a hearty, robust idea. Hunt for breakfast. Man needs to kill. Fresh scent of blood and meat. Doesn't he, Robin?
I never said my name is Robin, friend. You did.
What is your name?
Well, I never did say.
Never did say. Why? Why, that's a very fine Alaska lad. I swear. She looks hiding. Is she hiding?
Lowborn, born in a pond.
Hold on. And I thought you were a fairy princess. I never really knew a real fairy princess. What I want to know is, how hard is Robin Hood's head? What cries like an acorn? Or a walnut?
Take yourself there and run!
Oh, really, Mother? Hardly calling you a tree. it is you that I'm looking for, Mother dear.
How interesting, John, seeing as I was looking for you at this very same time.
Most delightful of coincidences. We have found each other. You know, I'm constantly enchanted with life's little organizations. As if we're all players in some marvelous mystery play. You, the kindly creative mother, ever watchful of her favorite son's fortunes. Me, the beneficent young potentate, gazing out over a sea of sublime worshippers who bask lovingly in his glow. His brow, deeply furrowed with concern for their well-being, even as his eyes twinkle with the love that only a shepherd knows for his helpless flock. His face, shining down upon them like a great smiling sun from a very high place. The lowly come from miles around, or as close as they're allowed to get, and give thanks. Just being alive in this realm. Thank you. Thank you, King John. Thank you for being our king.
Are you sure this was a mystery play and not a farce?
Just well. Absolutely nothing will blight the rays of this smiling sun.
Nothing. Let's try, shall we?
Whatever do you mean, my dearest giver of life? Trust. This has nothing to do with your persuasion of the barons. We had an agreement there, an understanding.
Some clouds just passed in front of the smiling sun, or is this a total eclipse?
What could you be saying? Has something changed that I should know about?
The sun that sees all? I can hardly imagine. I would have thought news travels to you faster than a fleet of fishwives.
Pray, what news?
That Maid Marian Harper has been arrested for complicity with Robin Hood, and they are to be executed on the sheriff's wedding day, if you can believe that.
What? No.
Yes, your lightest Timmy, no luminous one.
It can't be. It's just a mistake. Just a mistake, I say.
Then I suggest His Highness correct it.
Yes. I will. Go there at once, rest assured.
Oh, I don't think I will. I think I'll go with you.
Oh, yes, quite. Sure, the sheriff will be honored.
He'll squirm in his breeches and you know it. I'd rather enjoy that. Come, let's away. Tell me, what do you wear to a combination wedding and execution?
I don't know, really. I don't think
I suppose black will do.
Yes, I suppose that would be nice.
Or red, for blood.
Yes, I suppose that would be fine.
This isn't working. It just isn't working. I don't even know if fair is anything up to the likes of you. I assume the simple rustic farm girl present few problems. Simple. Ha! Nothing pleases you. Nothing placates you. You are stupid, stubborn, and pig-headed. I wonder if I had not done this Alan Adele a favor. The mere thought of doing anything for the famous which would cause me utter loathing at the very thought. I'm a mind to keep you back. That'd show them. But I won't. I'll break you yet. If I have to use sterner measures.
What is it that you want me?
I did want your love, your respect, but I'll settle for your obedience. You'll soon learn you have seen the Lord High Sheriff with his grandest of news. Are you prepared for the worst?
I'm marrying you, aren't I? I have no other choice. What more must I do?
For starters, you can smile to anyone, everyone. A warm, friendly, polite, unpretentious smile, especially to King John.
You smile at him. Lord, a kiss be blind, but I don't feel like it. That's all you really care about, isn't it? Your royal acceptance. A farm girl, a commoner that you've made decent to parade before the court like a puppet. A simple, wholesome baroness for the newly appointed baron. Well, your type
Eleanor's favorite lady-in-waiting, Marion Harper, against her will.
How could I have done so?
I don't know. Perhaps you've taken leave of your senses.
Perhaps I have.
I should have your jaw.
I wish you did.
Dare you to hold her prisoner? Why, it is obvious a case of mistaken identity as never I seen. Even the court fool could see that.
Apparently he has.
I demand you to release her at once. Do you hear me?
Very well.
I demand it.
Very well, my royal liege. I shall have this poor wretch delivered at once. However could I have done such a thing? 1,000 pardons to both your majesties and any other majesties I might have discomfited by this outrageous and unforgivable behavior. I only wish I may live 1,000 years so I may repay this debt 10,000 times over, provided you live so long as to collect it.
Yes, Sheriff.
Thank you both. A sad and happy ending to a touching and beautiful play. Now that we've left, where is she?
I will have Mary Harper released in the royal custody. Hilton,
Yes, my lord.
have Mary Harper released in the royal custody at once.
This way, your majesty.
Just once do you think you could shine your torch of knowledge in my direction so we don't tread on each other's toes in the darkness of my ignorance?
Now you're being melodramatic.
I'm being melodramatic? What about how dare you, for the benefit of the Queen?
The Queen and I have an agreement concerning Maid Marian.
But did you think to tell me? No.
Didn't concern you.
As it turned out, it did.
Do you want your bride to be taller than you at the wedding? Good. Now, I'm just dying to meet this Robin, and I want you to be in your usual high spirits.
Have Robin Hood brought in!
Don't you think an execution on your wedding day is just a trifle morbid? Oh well, it's your happy occasion, I'm fine. Tell me,
How is he as a prisoner? We have tea at 4 and after that a game of chess. How should I know how he's a prisoner? I'm not the bloody jailer.
could be. You know what I mean, Lord Sheriff. Have you broken his spirit?
I shall. It's just a minute.
He's a commoner. Commoners lead hard lives. They're so used to mistreatment. It's become everyday to them. I fear they may be building up an immunity. Maybe turning them into Superman.
Robin Hood, my lord.
He doesn't look much like a bandage.
Now he is the chief of rats, my lord. Only they don't pay him much mind. I was just about doing his daily lashing, lord.
That honor will have to wait till later.
Later? You can't just rearrange my day like that.
Yes, pathetic fool, make it harder on yourself. This, my annoying little pest, is King John.
This my annoying little pest is King John. How does your majesty allow me a servant to talk to him like that? How good breakfast did he?
If that tongue were removed, it wouldn't be so quick.
Maybe you'd be able to keep up with him then.
Ha!
Well said, my lord.
I grow tired of this carnival atmosphere. Does your majesty wish for any more of this entertainment? Shall we send in for the jugglers and have the great hall turn into a circus?
I'll turn it into a Staples and tinker shop if I so choose.
By all means, bring in the horses and the tinkers.
I'd keep this Robin Hood around if I were you. He keeps you on your toes.
Well, I've earned an ability. Why not?
Oh, look what he's doing, putting the two of us against each other.
What utter nonsense.
Why, he's making a fool of your majesty.
You're the one who's falling to pieces.
I am?
Yes! Look at you raising your voice like that, turning breath as a beat.
So are you! So are you!
Ah! Ah! You are a clever fellow, aren't you? No, maybe I was wrong. Perhaps it is a good idea to have an execution on the wedding day. I'd rather enjoy it.
When you think about it, maybe it's so gloomy.
Ellen's to marry the sheriff tomorrow.
I know, but we'll find a way around that. Much is dead. But we must settle.
Who was that?
I know, but
Robin and Marion are to be executed tomorrow.
that's true, but King John will rule all of England in his war against France. Well, when you put it that way.
Marion, however did you escape, my dear lady?
I know some people. A queen that usually helps.
Too bad all Robin knows is a bunch of ragged, uncouth, ill-mannered hobgoblins who run around in the forest. I'm including myself, of course.
Of course.
We must hurry to rescue Robin and Ellen. I must.
But what'll we do?
You load of oaths, it's simple, mind you. We come up with a plan.
A plan, that's it. Plan. What's the plan?
I'm waiting. I don't exactly hear the twang of bowstrings, because if no one shoots, I've got a couple arrows in my quiver.
What is she talking about?
I think she means she's got an idea. Though why she couldn't have said that.
We'd be grateful if you did. You see, Robin was always good at that sort of thing, making up plans and such.
Gladly, Tuck. Luckily, I've learned the layout of the sheriff's castle, and I think we can rescue Robin right under his very nose.
And Ellen?
That will be the setting step.
All you want. Courtesy of the Lord High Sheriff. With those healthy appetites. They would have fought for you. Now, they'll die for you.
I'll never understand your logic.
I fear that may be so.
Maybe you go too far in this. Or do my fair guys deceive me? Common soldiers like ruffians eating at the same table as I? Men of ill manner, quite like savage beasts. I swear, one of them rubbed his shoulder against mine. A bishop! Don't you have a trough or something? So some sort of wallow, perhaps? Perhaps I should join the pigs. I think they're what we find in the forest. Why, they don't even know I'm holy.
Who, the pigs?
Not the pigs.
My Lord Bishop, right now we have far more important matters to discuss than table manners. The Queen's procuring the support of the barons, and very soon we shall embark on a great adventure, and I'm going to need both of you behind me.
I'm not going to war, am I? I don't travel well, and I fare very poorly in battle. We have priests who do that sort of thing.
Quiet you, lady. He's not talking about that. Monetary support, am I right, Your Majesty?
That's exactly.
I am absolutely famished. Want me for a bite, my dear? I think not. Perhaps later I'll be of more appetite, of course.
Where are your three monks? Why are they not here yet?
Oh, they'll be here. They're not getting dependable. I can think of no other reason to have monks at a social gathering except to perform a ceremony. Have you ever feasted with them? Very bold fellows. Absolutely no sense of humor.
Why? They seem quite fine. Far cry from the woods of Sherwood, isn't it? There's really little that one can appreciate about the hard life. Yes, luxurious surroundings are a comfort I couldn't
your turn to the castles, despite the fact that you're in love with my cousin.
In love? Dear Prioress, a mere trifle. But what would you know of such things? I made good use of this outlaw, just as you did.
Shouldn't we have the bride brought in? Is her father here to present her?
No.
No?
No.
Why not, might I ask?
Don't you understand? He's not giving her away. I'm taking her. I'm taking her.
Well, who's going to present her then? Well, someone must present her.
Didn't I tell you? You are. Go fetch her.
I love weddings, don't you?
Terribly romantic.
They present two brothers from the Abbey of the Fountaindale.
Yes, yes. Bid them approach.
This way, please.
Thank you. Bless you.
My bride will be along shortly. Would someone tell the forester to stop eating, please? Now, which of you perform the ceremony?
I am the king, my lord, and these are my retainers.
Very well. Well, why don't you prepare
Prepare, my lord.
Yes, something holy. Don't you have a book?
A book? I need no book. I memorized the ceremony years ago.
Yes, about 100, I'll wager. Where's my bride?
We're coming. You'll ruin the splendors if you keep yelling.
She was marvelous, like a deer caught in the torchlight.
This is the bride.
She's well tuned, but this dress makes her look whiter than a mouse. This is a banquet, my dear.
That's my Lord Bishop.
Where did the abbot find you? In the catacomb?
This is my bride.
Oh, my, is it out? Why is she so sad? I think that she lives in her cheek rather than blushy roses.
Is he a monk or a florist?
Is this a body bride? Is this a what?
Quiet, you doddering fool. Perform the ceremony.
This is not a body bride at all. No, 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 no.
This fellow had some ceremony before he came here.
Hold that insolent tongue or I'll cut you in two.
I don't want to hold your tongue. You really want to marry this Burrito?
As a matter of fact, no, Your Grace.
Oh, well then. I pronounce you unmarried.
You say yes or I'll slice you up in an instant.
Why don't you try me, Lord Sheriff?
Robin Hood! Perhaps he was out of his league.
You mean by your league? Then he can drink over that! Ah! Ah! Get him! Well, what's it going to be? A double beheading or a double drawn and torture? That would make 8, and that would make how many parts?
You wouldn't dare.
Don't dare him! That's all they need! A challenge!
Mother dear, put some sense into them, won't you?
Well, what do you say to that?
Yeah.
Then we can bring like others.
No more elbows?
No one to keep the eyes on the likes of them.
No one to keep the books or keep their eye on the poor.
Well, that doesn't sound too good at all. Your Majesty, I just don't think we're worthy of pardons.
Wait, see here. There must be some agreement we can make.
Cut taxes by 3/4.
Never.
Never!
Be absurd.
Be absurd! Be absurd! For God's sake, be absurd!
Wait. All right, 3/4 it is.
Not too late.
Oh, my Lord! Oh, my Lord! Oh. I'm so alive! Oh, I'm so alive! Oh, that must mean my hair's still alive. I just can't. Oh! 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 What is happening? Oh, my goodness! Oh, the embarrassment! Your head's alive too!
Hereford, shut up. We're not dead.
No, but we're just hands. Many hands. Oh, gambling on, talking in the dark for all eternity. It's our punishment.
Sheriff was right. You are Ninny.
Well, 3/4 it is then. Tuck, show him the place to sign.
All see that my goodly, stout-hearted son uses word.
Much thanks, Your Majesty. And since we're all hungry and thirsty after all that fighting, I suggest we make good use of Nottingham Castle for a little while.
Yeah!